17, 17, and 5. And you may be saying to yourself, well, how many of those 17 rebounds a game are me-bounds? Is she just standing there rebounding at all of her own misses and padding her stats? Only 6 me-bounds in the last 4 games. So even if we discount the me-bounds, she's averaging 16 boards a game.
Tonight, the WNBA hype train slammed its brakes, and Angel Reese watched helplessly as the All-Star Express roared straight past her platform. No roaring crowd, no glitter cannons, just the cold crawl of names on screen, and hers missing twice.
Y'all want to guess who not starting? Hey, listen, some people don't belong in certain conversations. Do y'all want to guess who's not an all-star starter, y'all?
10 starters, 12 reserves, 0 Angel Reese. The forward countless magazines had labeled a co-face of women's basketball couldn't even squeeze onto the bench. For months, the storyline felt inevitable. Reese and Caitlin Clark, twin meteors igniting a new era.
Please tell me they were hacked. I am at the top of the scouting report. She's the only player in the league that will say this shit. She's the only player in the league. Like, you won't hear Aja Wilson going out there. I am at the top of the scouting report. Ariel Atkins is at the top of the scouting report for your team. Camila Cardoso is at the top of the scouting report. Teams just box you out.
Reese didn't slip quietly into disappointment. She launched a campaign worthy of election season, flooding timelines with swipe-up ballots, countdown clocks, and rally cries. Her Bayou Barbie army promised to stuff digital boxes. Yet when tallies dropped, those same followers who double-tap every glam snapshot apparently skipped the vote button. The final count showed about 500,000 fan votes. Respectable, yet only 13th overall.
And I understand Angel Reese is a player that will contribute to winning at some stage in her career. It's not going to be anytime soon as long as she's with the Chicago Sky, but that's the fault of their GM and the team put around them more so than it is her.
A footnote beside Clark's 1.3 million avalanche. Remember? Fan ballots control half of all-star selection, but the other half belongs to specialists who live in film rooms. Players and credentialed media paid to separate flash from substance. Their verdict landed like a hammer. Not a single official media ballot included Reese.
24 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's the best stretch of play that she has had in her young WNBA career, and credit to her. I hope that we end up talking a lot more on this program about Angel Reese's on-court performance and a lot less about the off-court distractions.
Branding isn't a column on the score sheet, and image doesn't box out opponents. Her stat line delivered an unflattering truth: 11.3 points, 11.9 boards, and just 38.9% shooting. A 6'3" interior specialist shooting south of 40 while rebounding less than last season signals stagnation, not superstardom.
But like, we're about to see 20% from the field Angel Reese again. We're about to see first option Angel Reese again. We're about to see Angel Reese freaking taking those shots on 7 defenders again.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark kept turning weekly schedules into marquee events, logo threes, and crisp assists that drew gasps. Reese's dip in efficiency, her 1 rebound per game slide, and extended fourth quarter quiet stretches created doubts the film could not hide. You can't plead your way onto ballots when the tape refuses to cooperate. The media shifted gears instantly. Publications that once printed glowing profiles swapped adjectives, suddenly favoring terms like needs refinement.
She's basically just said, you know what? I'm the best player. I'm the best player in this team. It's like, she's the second best player on a terrible team. Like, why are you coming out with this? Like, what is there to be gained? The next time you have a 2-point stinker, this is going to come out. This is going to come out like...
Hosts pivoted. Even Forbes, which boldly anointed Reese a league co-face, let the moment drift past without a rescue column. Silence shouted, hype collapses when box scores contradict the story. Locker rooms felt the tremor too. Players respect hustle off the floor, but on-court respect is earned, possession by possession, through bruises and buckets. When peers filled out ballots, they circled nightmares in scouting reports, not trending hashtags. Reese's inconsistency and missed chippies knocked her off their lists. That sting cuts deeper than any meme. Fellow athletes never grade on follower counts, only on who ruins their night.
All right, black and white sports reporters, let's talk about Angel Reese. Just when I thought Angel Reese might be figuring some things out, it's been a while since she said something wildly stupid, and that she's done something off the wall.
So where does Angel Reese pivot? A snub becomes scar tissue or armor. She could doom scroll, quote tweet critics, and craft cryptic posts, or she could weaponize the slight, treating every missed all-star bonus as fuel for 2-a-day workouts. Finish through contact, tighten footwork, live in the film room, and own the glass like someone 6'3" with a boulder on her shoulder. One ruthless stretch, 20 points, 12 boards, 50+% shooting, flips narratives faster than an algorithm refresh. Transformation demands proof, not posts. Fans dazzled by highlight culture still crave authenticity. They reward sustained dominance, second-chance grit, and sharp defensive reads. Media, freshly burned by overhyping, will wait for tangible leaps before resurrecting the bandwagon. Peers revere relentless output, not retweets. The scoreboard is unforgiving yet merciful. Deliver, and it forgets yesterday's clanks.
I don't want to hear double-doubles. I don't care, you could get 1,000 double-doubles. If you shoot 32% from the field doing it, I'm not counting that as a good game. The last 3 games from Angel Reese, she has balled out.
For the league, this episode highlights a clear principle. W 2.0 is merit first. Social presence accelerates growth, but never outranks nightly impact. Aja Wilson's reign, Aaliyah Boston's steady fundamentals, Clark's fireworks resonate because excellence defies argument. Reese joins that constellation only if her line shifts from modest to menacing. Her teammates could be the hidden accelerant. If Reese evolves into an efficient interior anchor, finishing above 50, reading doubles, kicking lasers to shooters, defenses will shrink, spacing will bloom, and transition lanes will open. Basketball history is crowded with mid-career pivots, players who absorbed criticism, rebuilt mechanics, and returned as nightmares. Reese already owns the frame, motor, and charisma. She needs polish and discipline to convert raw tools into nightly terror. Viewers received a simple lesson. Watch games, not campaigns. Stats and situational dominance outlive promo shoots. The All-Star snub was a single evening on the calendar, yet it revealed how quickly perception whipsaws when production lags. Reese still scripts the sequel. The spotlight whirls fast, sees it with relentless double-double consistency, and ballots will flood without hashtags. Understand, this isn't conspiracy. You can't rig rim-out floaters or late help rotations. The All-Star list is a mirror. It reflects, never flatters. Tonight, it showed a player whose brand sprinted ahead of her growth curve. Now she possesses sport's most valuable asset, a public challenge. Meet it, and she pens a redemption arc fans crave. Dodge it, and she risks becoming a cautionary tale of sizzle over substance. Basketball, however, stays generous. It forgets magazine covers but forgives yesterday's mistakes the instant you deliver. Picture next year's ballot. Reese pumps her field goal clip into mid-40s, hauls 12 boards nightly, anchors Chicago to victories, and nobody whispers about Instagram metrics. They'll cite win shares, clutch putbacks, and playoff seeding. The route is clear. Attack weaknesses, embrace contact, outwork every scouting report, execute that blueprint, and conversation rewrites itself. Until then, the season marches. Clark stacks double-doubles, Wilson piles trophies, Boston dominates paint spaces, and fans pay to witness airtight excellence. Reese's choice stays simple. Grind until her name belongs beside theirs, or watch the train's taillights fade. Tonight, the hype machine stalled, but the motor can restart. It just needs premium fuel. Defense, efficiency, leadership, wins. The countdown to next season's ballot began the second this list published. Each practice rep, each fourth quarter box out, each pre-dawn free throw session is a vote banked in advance. When ballots reopen, performance can scream louder than campaigns ever could. If Angel Reese lets those stats sing, the league will blast the chorus. No hashtags required, no pleas necessary, just pure, undeniable production. Whatever your stance, devoted backer or hardened skeptic, remember that sport worships the comeback. Fans love a humbled talent returning with armor forged in criticism. Reese's snub handed her that forge, Whether she steps inside is her decision. The ball remains orange, the rim remains 10 feet, the season remains young. Every possession is an audition tape. Make the next one count, and the narrative rewrites itself. The scoreboard never lies, but it always listens. The clock is ticking, and the league's eyes are wide open. Will Angel Reese evolve into the interior force everyone once predicted, or become a footnote in the era she expected to headline? Time, effort, and box scores hold the verdict. Grab the rebound, sprint the floor, seal the defender, and finish through contact. Then do it again and again. Consistency roars louder than any interview soundbite. Produce that roar, and next July, the only question will be how high she ranks, not whether she appears. Until that verdict arrives, remember tonight's truth. Brilliance isn't crowned by marketing or measured in followers. It is quantified in points, rebounds, percentages, hustle plays, and ultimately in the respect of fans, peers, and critics. Earn those numbers, and the spotlight follows. Lose sight of them, and the light swivels elsewhere. Angel Reese stands at the crossroads holding both storylines. Which one tips off next is entirely up to her.